What's going on, my PT peeps and my Walking Dead family? Welcome to the PT channel. I'm One Eye Bri. You don't know if I'm winking or I'm blinking, but we got some big news breakdown of the season 9 episode 8 trailer, some promo pictures, a lot of good stuff for that. Also, a potentially huge clue to what the X may mean for Daryl, for Michonne, where it came from. So obviously, spoiler warning for season 9, episode 6, 7, 8, season 9 as a whole, spoiler warning. But if you love The Walking Dead and The Walking Dead family, become a valued member of the PT channel and our Walking Dead family by hitting that subscribe button. If you love The Walking Dead, this is the channel for you. And photo credit and info credit to these fine folks right here, giving a shout out to the name at the bottom there, at Amcaney, for a part of this video for sure. I'm sure I butchered a name, but that's my friend on Instagram. Mid-season finale is this Sunday. Season 9, Episode 8, Evolution. A small rescue mission braves a dangerous herd in their hunt for a missing comrade, only to discover a surprising threat that could doom them all. So I'm guessing they're going after Eugene, and the surprising threat is the Whispers. Now, before we get to episode 908, I want to talk about a thing that I posted in these videos with these thumbnails. Catch These Things is my things you may have missed, Easter egg callbacks, connecting video. Also, what does the X mean? Big potential news right here. See the X's, right? They're on Daryl and they're on Michonne. Look at this picture right here and look past Tara. You see the X's on the doors. Is that the stables? Is that the barn? It's definitely in Hilltop. It was seen last episode in episode 907. The X's are there at Hilltop. And I think that's a huge clue to how Daryl and Michonne got the X's on their body potentially. Now let's get into the promo photos. Tara is basically the leader of Hilltop. Jesus is out with Aaron and Daryl going after Eugene. You can see the table there. Is that Enid? Is that Alden? There are other people at Hilltop. And you can see everyone having like a Sunday dinner kind of thing, kind of like the season 7, episode 1 dinner scene. And there's a good shot of Alden. Yes, he's alive, but I want to know what happened with him and the Saviors, or he at least talks about it or comments about it. He looks to be an apprentice blacksmith as well. I'm guessing that's Earl, Alden, and Henry at Hilltop working on some blacksmith skills. Carol is leaving with Diane, and she kind of feels like she's leaving her boy away at summer camp or first day of school or something, right? Carol is probably going back to the kingdom with Diane. It's a heartfelt moment when Carol is saying bye to her baby boy. Henry is Carol's. Carol, Henry, Ezekiel, they're a family. Gotta love Carol. I do. I guess she's going back to the kingdom with Diane right here. They're leaving Hilltop to go back to the kingdom, and I think we'll see the kingdom later this season. And I'm not sure who these characters are, their names for the show, but I'm guessing these 3 kids, teenagers, will connect with Henry. Also, Lydia will probably connect with Henry this episode or in episode 909. I see a nice scene right here. You can see Henry and these kids. I'm guessing they meet Lydia right here. If you know the comics, you'll know that Henry is the new Carl. Carl is gone. Carl and Lydia's connection is not happening. It's Henry and Lydia. Sadiq and Michonne are kind of not welcome. Well, at least Michonne is not welcome at Hilltop. Magna and Yumiko and her group, Connie, Kelly, look to be staying here at Hilltop. What happened with Michonne and Maggie? I just don't know yet. Hopefully we get more answers. I believe we will. Hopefully in this episode as well. Sadiq looks to be in good graces with everybody, but maybe he's not. He's at Alexandria with Michonne, and it gets pretty tense with Diane and Michonne, the interaction that we'll highlight at the end of the video. It's a sequence of the sneak peek that we'll see in the episode. Also, we'll talk about the opening as well. Connie, Kelly, Magna's group look to be staying at the Hilltop, and I think we can trust this group. I think they'll be okay. Aaron, Daryl, and Jesus are going to have, hopefully, an epic fight scene with the Whispers this episode. We'll see Father Gabriel probably interacting with Negan. I wonder what they talk about. I wonder if Negan gets out this episode or not. I believe Father Gabriel is talking to Negan right here. I wonder if Father Gabriel gets tricked and Negan gets out. And I could see Negan pulling something where Father Gabriel's got to come in the cell. And Negan, I just feel like Negan gets out this episode. The Whisperers are coming. Hopefully we see them in this episode. Looks to be like a creepy graveyard, kind of horror-esque. And the show needs that, I feel. Aaron, Jesus, Daryl, and Dog, they're going to get Eugene. I believe they find Eugene and they rescue him. but I'm not sure if everybody makes it out here with this group. The opening scene of episode 908, well, the opening minutes, are of Daryl, Jesus, and Aaron looking at the walkers, mulling around, just going around in a circle. And Jesus looks at Aaron and is like, have you seen them do this before? And Aaron's like, no. Daryl, is watching it, and the storm is coming, and Daryl wants to leave. A storm, rainy weather, probably bad weather is coming in the mix. I would think the rain would kind of wash the walker skins, walker guts on the skins, or the smell off. So a storm is coming. Is that going to give away the whispers to them too? You see this walker or whisper turn, and then that's the end of the opening. But a storm is definitely coming. You see it right here at Alexandria, and that's very telling. I wonder what's going to happen here with the Whisper's introduction. Rosita is freaking out. She's like, I have to help them. And Sadiq and Michonne are like, Daryl, Aaron, and Jesus can handle it. They're just walkers. And Rosita's like, no, you don't understand. It's not a normal thing. Rosita and Eugene are going to be freaked out from the Whispers. They don't know their people. Again, they just think the walkers are talking, and they're like, what is happening? What is going on here? And Rosita wants to help them. But I'm not sure if she gets there in time or it's safe for her to help. But you'll see Daryl, Aaron, and Jesus and Dog going to get Eugene. And then we see Eugene is saved by Aaron and Daryl at some point, but you'll see the walkers and you'll see Whispers. And I think this is going to be a nice introduction of the Whispers. And it looks kind of scary, pretty awesome. Daryl, Aaron, and Jesus are probably talking to Eugene here about what happened inside the barn. They get to him. Here's a good shot of a character that I believe is Lydia. It looks like a Whisperer for sure. It could just be a scout whisperer, but I think it's Lydia. And the storm and the fog and the creepiness here, it looks awesome. It looks like a horror movie, a horror show, and that's what we want some of The Walking Dead to feel like. This is sci-fi, horror, zombie apocalypse, and I think we're getting back to that. Season 9 is great. Jesus and Aaron are ready to fight. Remember, Jesus and Aaron were training together, so Jesus can handle himself, but we'll see if the rumors are true. Again, spoiler warning, guys, if you don't want to know what is said here, the word is that Jesus dies in this episode or 909. We're not sure exactly, but that was the early reports that Jesus may die. And I love the idea that Aaron is using his metal fake hand to fend off walkers. He should turn it into a weapon. But you can see Jesus fighting walkers, probably Whispers and walkers. Does he die? I don't know. I hope not, but we'll have to wait and see. Maybe it's that cliffhanger thing from 908 to 909. They love to do that in the mid-season finale to the mid-season premiere. You see a bunch of walkers, a bunch of Whispers probably among something, but that's a lot of walkers. Daryl's probably like, what the heck is that? What's going on here? But it looks pretty awesome and very entertaining. I'm very excited for it. As for the sneak peek clip, well, one of them. It's Diane at Hilltop addressing Sadiq, DJ, Michonne, and Magna's group. And Diane does not want these people here. Michonne kind of talks into coming inside. She leaves her weapons outside. Everybody leaves their weapons on the grass and the dirt there to come inside. But why is that a thing? We don't know. We don't know why Diane doesn't trust Michonne. Michonne has an X. Daryl has an X. You know the thing at Hilltop, they have X on the doors. So is it a brand? Is it a marking? Like, look, if you have that X, you're not allowed in here. But Daryl was allowed in with open arms. Not sure how it goes down, but Maggie is gone, so that could be a big thing between Michonne and Maggie, why she left. But it's a little tense between Diane and Michonne. You could feel like Michonne is not welcome here. But Daryl was so welcome, I just don't get it. Michonne's like, look, I'll take my katana off, I'll drop my gun, Sadiq drops his gun, and then they come inside. But what happened over the 6 years is a lot of people want to know, and I think The Walking Dead will answer it in the back half of Season 9. Well, I hope at least. You can see Michonne drops her katana. They're dropping their weapons off, and Magna's group does the same. And it was interesting that Michonne is so conflicted about trusting people and helping people, and Magna's group is trustworthy. We can trust them. The group can trust them. They're not there to hurt them. They're not bad people at all. Michonne drops her gun and sees that Yumiko and Kelly and I believe Luke dropped their weapons, and Magna's like, look, I just got these back. Why am I dropping them again? You can see like Magna's pissed because she's like, look, I just want my weapons. Why is that so hard? But Yumiko drops her bow, Kelly drops her slingshot, and you're like, look, we got nothing to hide. We're just trying to stay here. Because Hilltop looks like a safe place, and I think Magna's group is like, let's just do this. Yumiko's trying to talk some sense into Magna, and that's when Magna's like, look, I just got these weapons back. And Michonne looks like, all right, we're good to go. Everybody drop their weapons. Let's roll. And then she looks up at Diane. And then I guess they open the doors and they'll probably search them again just to make sure. but it's just crazy to think that Michonne is not welcome in Hilltop. But there you go, guys. Is that a huge clue to the X meaning? I believe so. That's a cool preview with some promo photos for episode 908, which looks very, very exciting and entertaining. I'm excited for season 9. It sucks that we only have one more episode for 2018, but I'm loving season 9. I think The Walking Dead is back. Very entertaining, very exciting. I'm excited for the potential of the back half of season 9. How about you? Let me know your thoughts. Post your comments below. And remember, guys, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. We have a goal of 100,000 subscribers, and we're going to be doing prizes and giveaways when we hit that number. And remember, guys, with hard work, dedication, belief, and sacrifice, you can truly achieve your goals. Believe in yourself. You can do it. And tell them, Daryl.
Yo, we love you guys. Honestly, thank you.